Your vision for PHCN was utang na loob. What is your vision for being president?
My vision for being president, I want to make sure. So, I keep tying back to PHCN not only because of the experiences, but because it meant a lot to me and the themes meant a lot. So my vision for PHCN is if you come in as a new member, I want you to be yourself, right? That is our #1 priority. But I also want to develop people professionally as well as personally. So they have personal growth, they have professional growth. And how are we going to do that? I believe we can do that by helping them define their dreams and help them decide what they want to do, to be the first one, to be the first. Like in the case of, I want someone to be like the first director, right? That's real. I want to see the first Filipino director because it's for all of us. I want people to know, oh, Filipinos can do that too, that we're capable of that. And my vision, like if you were to boil it down to the essence, is to make sure that top 5 sets the expectation, carries it on to the rest of the board, and make sure that everyone feels welcome, safe, and appreciated. That's how I feel. I hope that makes sense. Yes, Haley?
What would you do differently this year as president, or next year as president, that previous presidents wouldn't do?
Sure. Well, were you staring? Okay, so one of the things that I want to do explicitly is have board buddies. I felt that there is a large disconnect between board members, and I get it. Like people have meetings on Sundays, and the weekend's ending, and then the week, they're thinking about the week ahead. And I want to stay after that. I want to stay and talk to people on board. So what I wanted to change is, with the availability with board members, we decide on another day during the week rather than on Sunday to have the board meetings, but to also have board buddies. And I would work with our IVP to have a board buddy system where each board member would be paired up with another board member for a month to build cross collaboration and to see what we're working on, in their own respective positions. And my hope is to build interpersonal relationships on a one-on-one basis between board members, because if the board is strong in the performance of responsibilities, then the performance of responsibilities, would be smoother and the club would be strong as well. That's what I would change. That's the first thing I would change. That I haven't seen. Yes, ma'am.
How would you define your leadership style, and how would that benefit the club?
My leadership style is, so for better or for worse, I'm fairly direct. But with being direct, I feel that I have the people skills to be able to sit down one-on-one because I have the ability to listen. So if I sit down with you, Matt, one-on-one, and if you were to tell me all you feel, I won't cut you off. I want you to express you, and I don't want you to hold back. If I ask you how you are, I don't want you to say, I'm good. I hate that. I want to go beyond the how are you. I want to say, hey, if you tell me how I'm doing, I'm like, hey, my butt's itchy, just to be honest with you. I want it to be honest. But I want to say that without discrediting anybody's credibility at all. Everyone has a seat at the table. And I want everyone to feel safe. And you're just, but yeah, that's how I'm fairly direct. But I want board members to be there, and if they want to be there, then the work that they carry out, the ideas that come out will be better rather than, in a better state. I think we're after that. Yes?
You were talking about board buddies earlier, right? And I think one of the reasons why is because effective communication is really important, right? How are you going to ensure that you're going to be an effective communicator with your board and facilitate effective communication amongst your board to maintain that powerful?
Are you talking about specifically for board buddies, or just how to keep board accountable?
More generally.
Okay.
Your vision for board buddies is that maintenance of good communication, right?
Yeah.
How are you going to ensure that you, as president, are going to be an effective communicator with your board and facilitate communication amongst the rest of your board members? Sure.
I just want to set the expectation, like I said before, I'm really direct. So I want people to say how they're feeling about any decision that we make together. And I feel like if we have that expectation, people can express themselves. And for the board buddies in particular, I would put that on my responsibility on myself directly to check up on the pairs. And I would change the pairs every month, so everyone would be able to talk to someone else on board, and so they can work on something together. it's not gonna be mandatory. Like, hey, you guys had this. It's just this is what we're working on. This is what we talked about, and we like just to build cross collaboration, but to keep people accountable, I will talk to them individually. Because I don't like putting people on the spot or not. It's not just. I don't think people feel good like that. So does that help?
Last call for questions.
Yeah, having worked with you for the past like 8 months, I know that it's difficult for you to receive criticism. Can you talk about how you plan on working through that or developing pushing through that as head honcho?
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny how you say that. My greatest weakness is not being able to accept positive feedback as well as negative feedback. I'm gonna start with positive feedback just because when I was growing up, my family, like English was our second language, and so a lot of stuff would get lost in translation, and they're just, every time I would do something right, they'd be like, oh, why would you do this? There's this, this, and this, or every time I do something right, oh, every time I did something wrong, they'd be like, why would you do this thing? Or if I did something right, they'd just be like, okay. So I don't know how to feel when I get positive feedback. As for negative feedback, I think my problem is to be mindful of the other side, where it's coming from, because it's always one-sided, it's always internal. So to take the negative feedback, break it down to see why it's like that, and to realize that they're not attacking me as a person, but they're just attacking the idea or breaking it down, and that people will disagree with me, absolutely. And I need to keep an open mind the whole time and be mindful of others, the differences on the way we think.